Hello, I'm Imporcitor, and I'd like to welcome you back to another Fountain Pen Friday. Today we're going to do something I haven't done before. We're going to revisit my Jinhao 82. So this has been a daily use pen for me for, I don't know, about 6 months. And I want to share some of my longer term thoughts and show you just some of the wear and tear I'm noticing on the pen. And we can get a good look at it with the microscope. This will be our first video of 2024. And I'm happy to look at this pen again, just revisit it and share some final thoughts on it. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so this is how it breaks down. We've got our cartridge converter. Got our, I don't know what this is called. I'm still new to all this. The butt end of the whole thing, the cap, and our nib and all the little bitty bits to it. So I did notice, I can't really get a grip on it right now, but this screws in and out. I'm assuming it's for changing the nib. And, oh, some ink on there still after all the cleaning I did, still some ink. All right. The nib is great. I love the nib. The nib gets all the points for this pen. Honestly, all the points go to the nib. The cartridge converter, it's fine. I mean, it is what you would expect it to be. It does what you would expect it to do. The cap. All right, we're going to get a closer look at this, but I'm getting a lot of chipping along the clip. It is just falling apart, and I'm not like hard with this pen at all. It is gently used. It is put in my pocket, it's pulled out and used, and it is either set on my desk at work or put back into my pocket, and it is not harshly used by any means. And then we've got the I don't know, the body of the pen. That's a good term for it. I have not had any major issues with this. It is what it is. If you over tighten it, you do feel it grab, and it can be a little bit hard to unscrew sometimes. But overall, it's great. It doesn't have that satisfying feel that you get from the TWSBI. I don't know what to call that when you post, and it just feels right. Like, it feels like it was meant to post. This does not. It just feels like you can. Like you're slamming it on there and it's pressure holding. All right, so that's where we are with the pieces. So, about the body, I was taking my pen out of my pocket one day, and what happened? The cap fell off. It didn't fall off in my hand. It just fell off, rolled across the floor. And this ring rolled across the floor, and it was an adventure hunting those pieces down. It is just pressure fitted. I mean, I don't know why you would ever want to remove it, but maybe a twist lock, screw, something to prevent that from happening, because that was really unfortunate. And then when I put it back together, I didn't realize. We'll take a closer look at it, but this is beveled. And you can put it on there backwards. So I had it, when I put it back together, I put it back together backwards, and I was just unhappy with my pen for a while. I was like, what is going on? This is stupid all of a sudden. And then I realized what was going on. I spun it around and fixed it. And that was the situation. But we will take this off and take a closer look at this as well under the microscope. All right, here we are broken down as far as I'm comfortable breaking it down. We've got our cap, our body, the end cap, the ring, and the nib assembly, call it that, and the cartridge converter. Let's go to the microscope now, finally. I was having a little trouble figuring out how to show you this retaining ring for the end cap up close. But it is pretty scratched up. A little bit of chipping right there. You can see the paint's just completely gone. And that is visible with the eye when you're looking at it. Man, you can't believe all the, like, it's clean. And when you get this close, it's not clean anymore. All right, that's that. This is where the end cap pressure fits. As you can see, it isn't finished. It's just rough textured. And I think that's to increase the, well, first of all, you would never see it unless you took the end cap off. And secondly, you just probably increases grip. Here we have the end cap, and you can see it is pretty badly scratched up, which is surprising. I'm very gentle with this pen. So how scratched up this is shocking to me. And here we can see our nib. There it is. We'll look at it from the side next. Here it is from the side. And next from the bottom. And here's the bottom. I think that's interesting. You can actually see a slight angle to that. I wonder if that was intentional or due to my use. This is where we got most of our damage. As you can see, this is the clip, and it is missing so much paint. It is scratched up. It's flaking off. This is where the damage on my pen is. And it is a little upsetting when you look at it and you can see this with your eyes that the edge is just tore up. It is disappointing. And, but you know, not entirely unexpected for the price. Still really good. We'll look at the other side next. And here it is. And as I said, I am gently using these. I am very careful with these pens. This one's actually starting to rust a little bit in there. That's not unexpected either. I do live in the tropics, so exposed metal will rust. Oh boy, it's worse than I thought. Still very cool to see it. All right. And there's the clips. So the gold band along the cap isn't as chewed up as the rest of it. It's scratched, but I wouldn't say there's any flaking. It's just a little bit worn. Nothing terrible. All right, here we are. We can do a little writing sample in a minute, but just to show, yes, it does in fact post, and it's fine. It's not great. It doesn't feel great posting it, but it posts. All right, I inked up and made an absolute mess of my hands. All right, so talking about the writing, I've had some issues of skipping, as you can see right there. And this is a recent issue I've had. It wasn't always this way. And for a while there, I was blaming all the shimmer inks I was using. Soft. Hard. But I don't know. Perhaps it's just a rather inexpensive pen and 6 months of using an inexpensive pen. I mean, maybe I'm just getting the lifetime. I don't know. I do not know if this is the end of its life or what's going on. But yeah, a lot of skipping. I'm going to bring that right in for you. So you can see all that skipping. It's interesting. It happens a lot when I'm writing in cursive, and I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But that is what I'm experiencing with it. So after 6 months, what do I think? I think you definitely get your money's worth. I think this pen is 100% worth the money you put into it. It is not an expensive pen, and you're getting a lot of writing out of it. 6 months as a teacher, writing, and it's still working. It's still completely functional. Skips a little bit, but it's okay. I think for the money, if you were to buy a new pen replacing these or a mid-range pen, I think you're probably going to get more pen for your money from the Jinhaos. I really do. I think the Jinhao 82 would probably just be more pen for your money if you just replace them as they wore out. Anyway, that's my final thoughts on the whole thing. I like this pen, and I am probably going to get another one when this one stops working. If you've enjoyed yourself, consider hitting that like, and I hope I've earned your subscription. Until next time, bye.